Now let's in terms of consumer habits, and I think you mentioned the holiday season. We're having an early holiday shopping season coming up next week, Rodney. It's Prime Day or days.
Days, yeah. And so this is a weird one because Prime Day, which was billed as kind of an off-season Black Friday in the middle of the summer when it started, I think it started 7-8 years ago. Anyway, so because I remember becoming a Prime member in 2013 as one of the first years, if not the first year that this happened. And so it was that middle of the summer, a lot of great deals, blah, 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 blah. After a couple of years, they said, hey, we're going to make it 2 days. This year, they said, because of the pandemic, we are going to delay it, and they moved it to now. Well, what's interesting about next week is that it is, of course, right in front of the holiday season. And when Amazon announced they were doing Prime Days on, I think, the 13th and 14th, Target came out and said, hey, look, we're having a bunch of deals this week too. And so did Walmart, and so did Best Buy. And so what we're looking at essentially is moving forward the holiday shopping season, because that's where people are going to be focused in the middle of October when they're going after these deals, as opposed to July. And so I think that we're getting an early start to that season, and it's just going to continue as people clamor for your wallet, because they do recognize we do still have a lot of people unemployed. And so while retail spending did jump back, we're not near where we were. And so it's going to be interesting, having now gone several months without the unemployment bonus checks, to see what the holiday retail shopping looks like.
Yeah, and by the way, the Christmas trees were full on display at Walmart already. We haven't even gone through Halloween. So does that? So we're going to change. We've seen a shifting in our holiday spending. Does this mean the end of Black Friday as we knew it? I mean, we've seen. Is this another one of the casualties potentially, or shifts at least because of COVID-19? I remember a number of stores are not going to be open in terms of physically for Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, and all that. Could this be part of that? Absolutely, right? If you don't think you're going to get the crowds, why would you go through all the hassle and the employment and all the issues that go along with opening your store early on Friday morning, or opening on Thursday, even on Thanksgiving? Mm-hmm. And so that change is happening, but there is still something to people wanting to get out. And so part of what they were doing on Black Friday was spending in restaurants, and essentially, the old window shopping where you went and you saw the displays and you saw all the lights and all the decorations. And so do we go back to that and kind of, roll back what was, the shopping part of it to be more of that, spirit of it? I don't know. That would be interesting. But clearly we're going to be de-emphasizing the brick and mortar. I mean, there's just no question that's what we're doing. I mean, it's just all about getting the gadgets, and getting those gadgets at the cheapest price, right? I mean, that's really all it comes down.
Well, a lot of people had it as a social thing. People go in groups. They go, 2s and 3s. People talked about getting together to go do that, and they enjoyed it. I mean, the experience clearly was shopping for good deals, but it was also being together.
Well, I'm just an antisocial, obviously, and I don't do it.
And no one is surprised, Dave. I mean, clearly you're in, a cave down there with, the wooden background. So
yeah, we are here in the barn.